Are we live? I just asked the question, are we live? I'm kind of ticked off right now. I'm really ticked off. I don't believe this. I am not happy right now. I am not happy right now. Somehow the video files aren't here. Where are the video? You see them on your screen. Wait a minute, you can't see this. Can you see this on your screen? Screen share. If you look, you see the video files right here. They're right here. You see them. They are right there. You see the video files. They're right here. But when I open it up, they're not there anymore. Where did the files go? Where are the files at, y'all? Where did the video files go? Look. You see them right here. You see the video files right here. You see them. They're right there. But where they at? The files are right here. You see them. But where they at? They're gone. They were right here. They're gone. Where are our files at? What happened to the files? Why are the files gone? I didn't delete them. Where did the files go? You see them. They're right here. The files are right here. You can see this. You can see my street right there. You can see the bike right there. You see my hand right there. The files are here. Where did they go? So we don't have no footage to show. I'm not happy about this. You know, it's bad enough that we had to lose our camera. It's bad enough we had to lose our camera. You know, I'm not happy about that. I don't understand how we got two people here, but it only says one. Somebody's here because we have two thumbs up, one from me and one from somebody else. So how we only got one person here? What's going on here? Seriously, what's going on? Our camera is supposed to be waterproof, yet it's water damaged. Now you want to let me show the last video, and I got the camera in my hand right now, and it's still not turning on. It's been 2 days. The camera supposed to be waterproof. So how is it water damaged? Hey, Nia. So Nia is the other person. It only says one person here. But yet the Obama phone is here. That's one. And you the other. Uh-oh. Here go YouTube already. Your video has been blocked in some countries. A copyright owner using the content ID. So is it the Dear Mama or is it the Follow Me? Which one is it? It's one or the other. Is it the Dear Mama or the Follow Me? Which one is it? Told y'all. Follow Me. So it's blocked in Cuba, Iran, North Korea, and Syria. So you blocked the video in Cuba, Iran, North Korea, and Syria. Who cares? Nia says yes, one on her screen too. Well, there's two of us here because I'm here on the Obama phone and you're here. It's only saying one. How's that possible? So, all right, y'all, I guess we'll just look at the news or something. I don't understand. It's like somebody trying to shut down our program. And we over here on the EBIKE channel. You said I could edit. The video files are gone, Nia. I transferred them off the memory card on the computer. And they've been sitting there. I've watched half of it. But for some reason, they're gone. They are gone. It's like they vanished. Like, poof, Puff the Magic Dragon. They're gone. Where are my video files? Where are the video files? They gone. But you see, when we go to the main screen, they're right there. You saw it. When we go to the main screen, the files are there. When you look, you see the files right there. They are there. Look where it says action camera at, where I'm holding the mouse at. You can see it. The files are right there. You can see that's my street. That's the Witchcom. The files are there. But where's the video? Where's the video at? The video just vanished. For some reason, the video just vanished. But you see it's there because it's showing up. It's showing up here. But when I open it, they're not there. I don't understand it. I don't understand. I know I didn't delete them. So I don't understand it. But anyway, since I couldn't show the footage, since I couldn't show my footage, let's show somebody else's footage then. Since I can't show my own. Let's look at, oops. I typed in my bike. I ain't seen my bike yet. I typed in my bike. I ain't seen my bike yet. I still ain't seen my bike yet. That's PS5, right? I still ain't seen it. I ain't seen my bike yet. I ain't seen my bike yet. They gotta always put that daggone weird music on. I ain't gonna say nothing. I use music too, so let me not hate. But let me come back here. Take it off of that. Stop screen sharing. Screen share. Share screen. Window. Okay. Since I can't show my video, let's look at other videos then. Shoot. We on the bike channel. I'm telling y'all, something going on today. Why are you having problems showing it? He ain't showing nothing but pictures. There's no high video here. I don't understand what's going on. I just don't understand. Are we getting flagged? Let me do a refresh. We gotta watch it all over again. Yeah, whatever. So you can't have it there without having the words. I don't want the words. Sucks. Let's finish show it again. You still gonna do it? Just can't show it without all them words there. If you could talk, you wouldn't have to show all these words. This is the PX5. This is the regular. I'm not selling the regular one. I'm selling the PS5. So let's get this bike off of here. That's not the same bike. So I've made so many videos and none of them popping up. Where are my videos at? Because it's amazing how I'm seeing everyone but my bike. Why am I seeing everyone but my bike? Here's one of my videos. Hello, this is Minister Brother Derrick here, as you can see. We also have Brother Derrick's review channel. If y'all want to see more information on this bike, this is the PASELECPX5. And I'm telling y'all, this thing is hot. First off, look at the 20-inch fat tires. Look at the 20-inch fat tires. These are like riding on pillows. And then when you add in this suspension, this makes it the Lectric XP killer. And then we got a suspension seat post. Look at it. Look at it. Look how I can't put enough weight on it. Well, look how it's rocking up and down. It's like being on pillows. I'm telling you. This is the shot. You get a rack. You get fenders. Look at the motor. Now this says this is only a 500-watt motor. I'm telling you. This thing carried my 280 pounds of steep grades. This is look at the old bike. EB1, the bike I had before. Look at little Bessie. Look at that motor. Okay. Look at that motor, and then look at this motor. Look at the size of it. This is more than 500 watts. I believe it's 750. 750 to 800. It took me up hills at blazing speed. I be on this thing pedaling like I don't know what. But this one here, I'm going up and down all my hills. Yesterday I rode around for 3 hours. The video is up on Brother Derrick's review and on. I'm telling you, get this bike. Cleric Brother Derrick. Get this bike. It's worth it. Just to get the suspension and everything else. They got the same computer. It's a little smaller, but it has the same computer as a Lectric XP. It's the same size. I can't really say it was small because I've never seen an XP in real life. I've only seen it in the videos. You can set your pedal assist levels. You got the same Mickey Mouse Shimano gearing system that you have. Shimano turning. It folds. You lift this latch up and take this off. Pull it out. And the bike opens up and you can put the stem down. I'm telling you, it's worth it. I took it out yesterday for 3 hours and didn't even kill it halfway. The battery management system and the pedal assist is crazy. The pedal assist is crazy. I got it set. You can go into the if you hold down the plus, I'm sorry, that mounts in the way. If you hold down the plus and the minus, you can go into the settings, and I put it on 45. 45 kilometers is 28 miles per hour. Got to put it, if you want the 28, you got to put it on there. Anything above 45 is going to default back to 20 miles per hour. So if you want the speed, you got to do it. Matter of fact, I'll show you. This daggone mountain's in the way. Hold on. You hold down the minus and plus button. See it says PO? Press the mode button, the one in the middle, and you take it up to 8. See, I got it on, I'm sorry. I got it on PO at 8. I got it on 45. 45. That's where you want it. If you want to get to 28 miles per hour. Now, I don't know if I can do this with one hand. But if you hold the bike up, I might need some help with that. Let's turn it back on. Just wanted to give y'all a quick review. You got a headlight. You got a tail light. Now, I wanted y'all to see because I adjusted the shocks. I adjusted the shocks on the bike. And I wanted y'all to see it. That's uploads. Where's live streams? Where is... This is since our video files vanished. I do have it on the Obama phone. So start over. I know I'm hitting the button. Why it's not doing it? No, it's on 720. It's the highest it can go. Okay. That Obama phone is terrible. Guess it don't make much difference. Will the cord extend? Yes, it will. All right. Where the button's at? Okay. See, this only give you one view. Anybody know we're on the channel? Okay, that'll work. Let's get moving. A little bit bigger. Let me get the mirror set up. All right, let's go. Now the Obama phone camera too high, and Cleric BROTHADERRICK is in the way, so this is not good. Yeah. No, I don't like this. This looks terrible. No, the Obama phone suck. We not using the Obama phone no more. Let's take a look at some older video. Look at the scaleless hill. That boy is steep. Look like we're going in slow motion. You hear him coming? He tried to wave at me, but sir, I'm legal. You're not. Because the police get him. You got to buy gas. I don't. Don't get me wrong. But he's not legal. They ain't got to respect him on the road. They got to respect me. Why am I intimidated? How you doing? This video make it look like we're going in slow motion. How look when we going downhill? Because I'm not going to watch this. I better watch the news. Yeah, the humidity was really high that day. The humidity was really high that day. It was 90%. I didn't even know it. That's why you see me sweating in the face. Like we going in slow motion or something. So StreamYards is not the best to use for that. Let's take a look at this one. All of your eight. I go right to the red light. It seems like all the good videos are on the other channel. How about this one? Good chance to put them on too. Finally, a good video. It don't shot. I think this gonna get our better. Oh Lord! Oh Jesus! Yeah, I know wrong with that raggedy. That's right. I'm definitely I'm going to overtake the bus. Bus man now. How you doing, sir? Now watch. Look at the bus. He triggered. We got him triggered. I look country with that shirt on. I'm gonna enjoy the ride. I'm about to crack. Oh, there go Buck. Now we got suspension, so the bumps don't go out that bad. But the fact there's so many of them, and if there's one you don't see, they throw you out. You know what I mean? That's McDonald's. I know you packed the Popeyes already. We jumping the bumps. You ready to pass the bus again? He ain't gonna let us pass him. We coming up to, we in the hood part again. See the cops already. One of my girlfriends used to let her place on the corner. This place right here make good chicken wings. Their wings taste funny, but they taste good. They taste funny, but they taste good. There's the Wendy's. That's when everything changed. Yeah, here you go. I passed the bus again. Watch that bus come flying by. That bus don't like that. I don't. What is what the MTA drive? Watch you go fly by. There he is. He going too. You're coming up on one of the hot spots right here. This way I got hit at. Y'all remember that accident? That I got the money for back in 2018, 2019. Y'all remember? Come on back there. All right, y'all. I showed y'all this bike in action. This is our channel, E-Bike Life with Brother Derrick. We supposed to be having the last ride, but the files vanished somehow. I don't know how they vanished, but let's go take a look. Here's our bike. I talked them down to $10.99, but I still wasn't satisfied. So I got a coupon code. Give me 1 second to pull it up. Should have done this while the video was playing. My bad. And then I have a coupon code. Matter of fact, let me paste this in the chat. If y'all want to get one for yourselves, there's the coupon code. Just if y'all want to paste it in for yourselves, there's the coupon code. And what you do is you go to buy now, fill your information in, come over here to discount code, paste, and put my code in. And you see it's $10.99, right? You hit apply, and you see it drops to $9.49. You can get this bike for $949. Some people would say, well, that's a lot of money. $949 is a lot of money, some people would say. I would say to you, are you drunk? Because if you type in the Lectric XP, you see it is $8.99. Whether you get this, it's $8.99. This Aventon, that's a pretty bike. But look, they want $1,600. The Echo Trick, they want $839. Okay. So people say Lectric XP is the best budget bike. But here's the deal. Let's go there and take a look. As you can see, it looks very similar. Except for one thing. It doesn't have shocks. You can talk to me till you blue in the face. There are no shocks. There's no shock. And there is no suspension seat post or rear shocks. So this is a hard bike. That means the only thing giving you any kind of suspension is the tires. And people lie to themselves and say, well, you can take the air out the tires. But this is the biggest competitor to my bike right now because it's $50 cheaper. But you don't get no suspension. You don't get no suspension. And get this. They want you to buy a suspension seat post. See it? They want you to buy it for $89. At least they dropped it from $93. So you have to buy the suspension seat post for $89. Just let that marinate for a second. You have to buy the suspension seat post for $89. What about the shocks? What about the front shocks? They don't offer front shocks. But you see, it doesn't have it. It doesn't come with a suspension seat post or rear shocks. It doesn't come with anything. You see that, right? But check this out. The bike I got a code for, the bike that I've shown you, the bike that I ride, it comes. It comes with a suspension seat post. And let me tell you, I enjoy bobbing up and down on it. It comes with front suspension. And man, I had the front suspension on and I adjusted it. Well, I tell you, I was bobbing. I was on it. I wasn't even feeling them bumps. I was seeing them and worrying about them, but there was no consequence to them. Y'all understand? There wasn't no consequence. I was seeing them. I was feeling them, but there wasn't no consequence. You know, I came across the video. I wonder if that vanished too. Everything else seems to be vanished. Yo, I wanted to show y'all. It's from a guy. This is a YouTuber that owns a bike shop. It's called Bolton EBIKE. Some of y'all have heard of him. Well, let's take a look at what he tried to. Is it still here?
Hi, this is Chris.
This is the guy from Bolton EBIKE.
Lectric XP, and it is a budget bike that does not have a suspension fork. We're going to find out if we can put one on.
You can fast forward that.
I have to say that I don't know if this is actually going to work. I haven't installed a suspension fork on this specific model of bike, but it is a common request that we get because we sell
It's a what?
like this on our website. There are enough people asking.
It's a common request. It's enough people asking. He doesn't sell this bike. But so many people have bought the bike with people telling them you don't need suspension, take the air out the tires or whatever. But this guy who doesn't sell Lectric XP has people asking them, can he put front suspension on the bike? I want y'all to understand this.
Asking specifically about the Lectric XP, that I'm going to try it. This could be a success and we have a nice air fork installed on the bike. This could be a disaster and doesn't work at all. There is no sponsor for this video. This Lectric XP is a bike that I paid for with my own money to do modifications like this and see what works and what doesn't work on this specific bike. I also did a review on this bike a few months back. You're welcome to go check that out. But I do want to take a moment to talk about the Bolton EBIKEs podcast.
Oh, come on, man.
First, let's get to the fork. Is a fork swap something you can do yourself? Is it easy to do? And let me show you the tools that I have on hand that I may or may not need to get this swap done. It's not a difficult process, in my opinion, especially if you've done it once or twice before. But if you have the right tools, it makes a world of a difference. If you don't have the right tools, it can be rather tricky. We are going to just loosen up what would normally be the stem area. Instead, we kind of have this big, long extension here. But we're going to pull this off, and we're going to loosen the disc brake caliper. We're going to pop that off, pull the fork off of the bike. Nothing special really needed for that part of the process. Now, to put the fork on, we need what's called a star nut inside of this tube right here. That looks like this. This is a star nut setter. And then I also have a new headset, basically new bearings.
So you got to buy all that stuff
on the new fork just in case it makes the install easier. And I also have this tubing cutter, which I'm probably going to need. I find that often when we're converting folding bikes to a suspension fork like this, sometimes we have to cut the head tube of the fork down, and of course a genuine Park Tool bicycle hammer that is well used and well loved.
That's $50 in equipment right there.
One more tool to make this happen, and that is this closed loop right here. These are kind of annoying when they're on like that, because the only way to get the cable out is to run it, fish it through, which means I actually have to pop this guy off and install a new crimp. And I'm going to have to get a wrench for that nut on the back side of the fender here. I also forgot that this particular wheel is not a quick release, it's bolted on.
Mine's is quick release.
Wrench for that too. Crimp, 2 wrenches, and hopefully that's it.
We ain't got we're on a second commercial here. So look at them go through all this work.
I brought this specific 8-10 millimeter wrench because these are always either 8 or 10 millimeters, but not this one. Okay, front wheel is off, fender is off, headlight is off. Now time to remove the stem. So the best thing to do on this, which of course is another tool I didn't grab, so the tool list is getting much longer, is a 6 millimeter ball end wrench, because the way these are designed, this is kind of in the way, so you need to be at a slight angle. So a ball end Allen wrench or hex head wrench allows you to be slightly off center or off to one side, and it still works. And this one just isn't quite going to cut it.
Then you got to buy another tool.
And that's really tight. Holy cow.
Yeah, y'all. And y'all want to save that $50? I'll ever spend the $50 to go through all that. Look at that. This is what you got to do. Get my bike. It already come with it.
Long bolts, and it was really tight. So this is kind of a unique design. I haven't seen one quite like this. Most of the folding bikes that I've worked on have a different setup here. So I am cautiously optimistic about this whole thing working. I'm still not sure what's going to happen. So normally what would happen at this point is the fork slides out because the stem is held on with usually a longer than average bolt down to the star nut pounded into the fork, and this whole thing comes out. But it won't, because we have this on here. And if we pick up the fork and swivel it, you can see it turns back and forth. I'm assuming we need a special tool that goes into these 2 notches right here, and we unscrew this, which means this might be a threaded fork. This could complicate things. Okay, so here's my idea to get this off. So I put 2 of those in there to give me something to grab onto, and then boom, untwist. Now we can pull this whole piece off. And here you can see that, yeah, this is a threaded fork, threaded headset, which is totally different from what we've got. Let me show you over here. Here's the suspension fork I was hoping to put on it. You can see no threads, threadless or no threads, whatever you want to call it. That is kind of the standard these days. The Lectric XP is an $8.99 bike. It is a budget bike for
basically it's cheap.
Reason. This is where you think, oh, well, it doesn't have a suspension fork. Well, I can always upgrade it later. Well, maybe, because this does complicate things a little bit. I guess I'll keep trying. Well, it looks like this project is officially dead in the water. And some days, that's how things go. When I put out videos about how to upgrade things, how to change a suspension fork, how to put different tires on tubeless, whatever it is, what you probably don't see, or I know you don't see most of the time, is how many failures it took on some of these videos to get a success. I like it when things go smoothly, but that's not always what happens. Today is an interesting day because this is not actually the first video I had planned for the next YouTube video to come out. I had actually planned something else about batteries and a certain bike, and I had some new batteries come in. It was supposed to be made for a certain bike. I was going to show you how to install it. It's going to be awesome. Maybe go ride it around, do a massive range test. I went to put the battery on. Now, keep in mind, this is a bike that we have made for us. The battery is made by or supplied by the same manufacturer.
All right, come on, so you put me to sleep.
Trying to put aftermarket parts together, and the battery didn't fit the bike. It wasn't correct. It looks like my suspension fork is not going to fit on the Lectric XP bike. And let me show you why. Before I started to go any further with taking things apart, I thought, you know what? I better check one thing on this fork Bolton E-Bikes has a podcast. I am the host, and every Tuesday we
All right,
release
man.
new episodes. Often we have guests from other where has to come off. Whole new headset's going to be put on, and this stem extender handlebar piece would have to be completely replaced with like we use on the
So he got to replace the whole
the
stem.
Avenger, some of those other models, but with
He got to replace all of
this
that.
bike has, it's not going to work. Now that's not a piece that I have just lying around, unfortunately. Like I said, that's why this project is dead in the water. So unfortunately, it means I'm going to have to just put the bike back together the way it was, and at least then the bike is a functional e-bike at that point, ready for future experimentation. This is the inverted fork for the Bolton e-bikes Blackbird. Currently, it is made by D&M. That is going to change soon because they can't make enough of them.
So basically, this is a bike expert, a guy that got his own bike shop, a guy that has a thriving YouTube channel. This guy could not put a front suspension fork on the Lectric XP. But if you look at this guy's catalog, he sells the same bike style that the Lectric used. I believe he buys the Lectrics, and he puts that front fork on them, and he calls them Bolton e-bikes, and he charges $12.99, $14.99, $15.99. He puts a bigger battery on it, and he calls them Bolton e-bikes. It's the same bike. But he had a lot of people that bought the Lectric XP trying to save with their $8.99. And they were asking him, could they send them their bike? And he put a suspension fork on it. And he can't do it. He couldn't do it. So how you going to do it? Why would you want to go through all that expense? It's going to cost you $100 and something to send your bike to him or somebody like that, and $100 and something to send it back. So now you in the 200s. You're going to have a specialized fork. He's going to have to get you a stem. That's going to be another $100 something. He's going to have to buy pieces to go on there. That could be another $60. Then you got to pay him to do all that. You're going to spend about $500 to get a suspension fork put on a bike that you paid $8.99 for, when you can get this bike. I just want y'all to understand. When you can get this bike that already has. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing, sir? This bike that already has suspension on it. Suspension seat post. You want to pay $89 to Lectric to get the seat post. You're going to have to pay somebody to put a post on. You're going to have to pay somebody to fix this and fix this part right here to make a suspension post fit there. You're going to spend some money. If you use my coupon code, you can get this for just $50. So why not just spend $50? Why not just spend $50? Put my coupon code in and get the bike for $9.49. Y'all see that? $9.49 with my coupon code. $9.49. For $50, you get this suspension included. You just saw a bike expert struggle and had to admit defeat. So why would you want to say you saving money by getting that bike for $50 cheaper? Because that's all it is. $50 cheaper. And you're going to spend all that money to have somebody fiddle with it, trying to put something on there when you can buy the exact same bike with suspension and a seat post and get it for $50. Can somebody explain to me how getting the Lectric XP or getting the Lectric, how is that worth it? You can get the Lectric for $839. We showed it to you because it came up. $949. $949. And everything is included. Everything is included. Suspension is included. Suspension, seat post, and it's included on the bike. It's included on the bike as it comes for $949. You're gonna spend $899 and then spend between $300 to $600 to put these two things on here when you can buy them for just $50. If anybody can make that make sense, please, I'll listen. If anybody want to come tell me how this is not the Lectric XP killer. This is the Lectric XP killer. This is the Lectric killer. There's no other bike in this class. Let's take a look. We on Google. Lectric 99, okay. But look here. Look at the Aventon. It has front suspension, rear suspension, it has no suspension seat post. You still gonna have to pay $89 to get the suspension seat post, and you're gonna pay $1,600. The Lectric. Yes, the Lectric. You can get it for $839, but it doesn't come with suspension seat post, doesn't come with that. Don't come with lights. Don't come with a real display, but you're gonna only pay $839. Okay. But you're still gonna pay more money to upgrade it. And that's it. This that's 1,100. Now this bike is only $629. Some people will say, "Well, I get this because it has front suspension, and I'll just put the $90." But this is only 36 volts. It's only 250 watts. That means this bike don't go much faster than the little baby one I showed you. This is only 250 watts. Not in the same class. It doesn't have 4-inch tires. It's only 36 volt, 250 watt. That means that if you're lucky, it peaks at 350, or maybe it peaks at 700 watts. I'm sorry, 500 watts. Why not get a bike that's 500 watts that peak at 800, that has 4-inch tires on it, that already has suspension and a suspension seat post, and has a 48 volt battery. This is only 250 watt. It's more than 250, but it got a 36 volt battery. My itty bitty bike, the old one, the little one I showed you earlier, that has a 250 watt motor on it. That has a 36 volt battery on it. This ain't nothing but a bigger version of that little bike. Why would you waste your money on that crap? I'm just asking. All you're going to do is have buyer's remorse. You can keep looking. I never heard of this bike before. I might ask them if they want me to do a review on it. You got some nice bikes here. That bike $3,600. This Aventon is $1,600 and doesn't have rear suspension. $1,600. Rad Runner, $1,300. Doesn't have rear suspension. Does it have front suspension? I know they got front suspension at least. For $1,400, it's got to at least have front suspension, right? $1,500, no suspension at all, nothing. So look at this bike for 500. Isn't it cute? Isn't it cute? My bike will blow this thing out the water. It don't come with no lights, no suspension. My bike will blow this bike out the water. Look at that cheap thing. I mean, look at that. It was $1,100 for this. That's only 36 volts. I wouldn't advise anything under 48 volt, but this is 36 volts, but no suspension. These obviously out of our class. Here's another one. No suspension, no lights. They want you to pay $800. This is a nice bike. It has front suspension. They want $1,500. Fido, this has suspension, but it only got a 36 volt battery. No suspension. So, like I said, this bike kills every other bike in that class. This bike is the killer. It's the Rad killer, the Averton killer, the EcoTrek killer, the Natco killer. No other bike in this class gives you a peak of 800 watts in power in the motor, gives you a 48 volt battery, gives you lights, gives you front suspension and a suspension seat post. It's foldable, gives you a display. What other bike in this class can deal with this? I just showed you none. So why ain't you buying this bike? Why are you not going to buy this bike? And yes, on their website, it's $10.99. But if you use my coupon code, it's $9.49. So $8.99 versus $9.49. $50. You can get suspension for $50. I just showed you a bike mechanic who's very successful and has a very successful YouTube channel. He had people asking them, could he put suspension on their bikes if they sent it to him? So many that he made a video and he got his feelings hurt. He couldn't do it. This is a bike mechanic. A lot of you wives say, oh, my husband can throw that on. A lot of you old cheap men are saying to yourselves, I can throw a suspension on there. You just saw an experienced bike mechanic not be able to do it. You just saw an experienced bike mechanic had to eat crow, had to look stupid on his own show. He couldn't do it. I'm surprised he even posted it. But there's my coupon code right there. What excuse do you have? Get out the house. Stop sitting in the house all day. Stop watching YouTube all day. Get out there and ride. Get out there. Meet your neighbors. Bring your dog along or let them run with you. Go out there and have a ball. Go check out the bike trails around your neighborhood instead of sitting in the house all day. You can do this for $9.49. $9.49. You can do this. There's no excuse. If you don't like foldable bikes, if you don't like bikes that fold, if you want a regular mountain bike. I personally like foldables because you can fold them up. That's my opinion. But I like a bike you can fold up. But for those of y'all who don't like foldable bikes, well, don't sweat. I got you covered too. If you want a regular mountain bike, then check this out. This is the Paselec GS9. I got you covered on this too. This mountain bike is $16.99. This mountain bike is $16.99. But check it out though. 27.5-inch wheels, 3 inches wide, color display, front fork and rear shock. The whole frame flexes when you hit a bump. The whole frame flexes to absorb the shock. It's got a 48 volt, 13 amp hour battery. It has an updated Shimano 8-speed gear shifter. If you want to step it up, you want to be the head of the class, you want all the looks when you go out on the trails, you go out to the park, even when you ride to work, I can get you this bike, premium as it is. If you use my coupon code, I can get you this bike if you put this coupon code in, I can get you this bike. What is it? $16.99? Put my coupon code in there. Get it for $12.99. Get it $400 off. My coupon code will get you $400 off. $400. 13i 48 volt battery. You see how far I can go on my 10.4R. This is a 13R battery. That means you probably get another 10 miles, 10, 11 miles on just throttle alone. And if you don't need something foldable, this is lighter weight. You can carry this up on your shoulder up the steps for those of you in apartments if you don't want the foldable. And you'll have the extra battery power to ride where you need to go, so you ain't got to put it in your car. Just ride there. Do what you got to do. Hit the trails and ride back. Now, let's take a look at some videos on this bike. I know these videos are corny.
PASELECT electric bikes for adult. Electric mountain bike, e-bike mode with 48V13, a lithium battery, 500W, professional EMTB, black. Intelligent power.
That's a bad mama jamma.
Automotive hybrid technology to achieve the perfect combination of power and physical fitness.
Oh, they are 4-inch tires.
Cutoff is also very sensitive. To the torque sensor as the core of the triple sensor to perceive your power and the state of the vehicle. At the same time through the Bionics algorithm, high-speed calculation of your riding power and the required power to mobilize the motor in time to drive. Power drive. Powerful 500W motor, fully enclosed, waterproof and dustproof, IP5. Maximum speed up to 25 to 28 miles per hour. Equipped with the 5 power assist level 1 to 5, supply the stronger and stronger power and respond at any time to meet your every acceleration. Professional 8-speed shifter, full aluminum pro-wheel crankset and chain, making the overall transmission system smooth and durable. Intelligent battery control system PASELECPX5 bicycle provides a 48V13Ah large capacity battery, offers strong climbing and acceleration capabilities, assisted travel of up to 80 miles per charge. 8 charging protection provide rational management of lithium batteries to protect the battery safety and long service life. Anti-theft lock and waterproof mode, no worry for being stolen. Shimano hydraulic disc brake, Shimano hydraulic disc brake, dual piston calipers, 4-finger adjustable levers with motor
Really?
inhibitors. Brakes are more responsive and safer to ride. Complete after-sales service, 85% pre-assembled. It's not difficult to finish assembly by yourself. Watch video instruction. Any problem, you can always find our after-sales members. With up to a 2-year warranty for the frame and 1 year for electric motor, battery, and the charger. You don't need to worry about using it. We have confidence in our. Click the link in the description.
Why did the
to get
screen
this product
freeze?
today
Why is the screen frozen?
at the best price. Brakes are more responsive and
All
safer
right.
to ride.
I don't know if something wrong with the
Complete
video.
after-sales service.
I don't know if something wrong with the video or what. It froze. All right, there's somebody riding it. Let's take a look, see how I ride. A lot of the sellers are foreign. I think I'm the only American doing something on these bikes. Let's see how this thing rides. What do you get for $12.99? Because I'm satisfied with my $9.49. But what can you get for $12.99? So why would you ride up there to ride right back? That doesn't make any sense. And see that? Went over the bumps and that suspension. He didn't even notice it. Look at them big bumps. Didn't even notice it. Y'all see this street is raggedy. Look how smooth that suspension is. So take it on the road and gun it. Show us what the bike can do. All right, you on the open road? Let's go. All right, how's it go uphill? Is it slowing down? Is he gonna show us the speed? They got speed limit where he at? Let's see if we can find somebody that know how to ride a bike, because he's slow. God damn, man, you drive slow. I mean slow. God damn. He drives slow. Is this guy actually riding it? Oh no, this is E3S100. Different bike. God dang. Somebody ride the bike and ride it? Listen, we keep seeing that guy over and over again, but he couldn't put the thing on Lectric SP. Oh, let's give this a shot. Maybe somebody ride it. Nope. Music. I'm gonna say this, and I shouldn't say it, but I'm gonna say it. PASELEC, you need to start shipping out bikes to your reviewers, because we can't keep showing pictures. So I ain't the only one. I'm actually showing other people that had a bike, because they talking about I have to sell 10 bikes and they'll send me one. So you want me to promote this bike, but you won't send me a bike. How am I supposed to promote a bike that I can't show to people? Seriously. How am I supposed to promote a bike that I can't show to people? I bought my own PX5. That's why I can tell people this is the Lectric XP, this is the Estrocentric, this is the Rad, this is the killer. Because I can show them. I can go out there and ride and show them. But I can't show them this because you won't send me one. And I have to keep sending other people's videos. That's all I can do, show pictures in other people's videos. You need to send me a bike, for real. Can't keep showing the same bike over and over again. Nia says, good warranty. At least somebody riding there. Thank you. Down the steps. Look at that flex suspension. That worth the money right there. So at least we finally got somebody that actually ride the bike and let you know what it could do. I'm just saying. Sheesh. I'm just saying. At least you can see. Hey, that's me. We only got 47 views on that video. We got 79. We got 77 on this one. Talking about the bike I'm talking about now. Look at this. I'm showing somebody picture. Why am I showing a picture? Welcome to the show. This is Minister Brother Derrick. We are on EBIKE Life with Brother Derrick. Hold on a sec, y'all. Put that code in for y'all real quick. Check it out, everybody. Oh no, you can't see it. $100 off. Oh no, you can't see it. You can get it for $12.99. Okay, that was a mistake. You about the specs, so you know what you're getting for your $12.99, and why this is a deal. It's in full screen, and I'm blocking it. First of all, just glancing at it. Now, a little secret that I need y'all to know. If we sell 10 bikes, whether it be this bike or the PX5, between the two of them, we can sell 10 of them. The seller from PASELECPX will send me a bike to review for y'all. So y'all see me out every other day. Yeah, I think it should be the other way around because it's taking too long. He got me trying to sell a bike that I can't show you. That's very difficult. It's very difficult. So y'all, I'm really disappointed that I can't show y'all our last ride on the video. I'm really disappointed. But our 360 Rise Penguin camera, it died today. It died today. I was hoping that somebody would buy a bike so that we could buy another one, but nobody has. But I found a replacement. Will somebody help us out with $15 so we can get the replacement? It's not as good, but it'll do. This guy wanted $50 item and then go back up to 50. I talked him down to 35, so I got the guy to take $15 off, and I have $40. It's $20 to ship. I think they got crazy. Oops, went too far. I think he crazy. $20 for expedited shipping. I think he crazy. That's my opinion. I think the guy crazy. $20 to ship that little thing. You gotta be ashamed of yourself. But that's where he trying to make his money at in the shipping. It's only gonna cost him about $5 or $6 to ship that thing. But I need help. I got $40. So it would have been $70.40. I talked him down. So now with shipping, it's $55.40. I got $40. I need $15.40. Can somebody help us get this camera so I can keep bringing you the video of good bike footage? This has 3 lenses on it instead of 2. So that's really going to give us a real 360-degree view. Look at the size of that battery. You see, it comes with 2 batteries. We should be able to plug it in and use it, but if we can't, we got 2 batteries. Because I can have one on charge while we're riding and have one inside working at all times. We should never run out of power either way. It's waterproof. It looks rugged. Hopefully we'll get years out of it. But we need $15. Can somebody help us out? There's the Cash App. There's the PayPal. We need $15.40. If you send in PayPal, you're gonna have to do the calculations because PayPal take 30%, I believe. So if you send in PayPal, you would have to send, I think, 18 something. But I'm not begging because I'm putting up most of the money. But if you enjoy the videos of me out there riding around, I'm the one risking my life out there riding with the traffic. But if somebody would like to support the platform, it would be appreciated. So I can keep bringing y'all videos. Let's see what's going on in the world since I can't. Excuse me. I keep saying this, so let's take a look.
Replace.
Add to the commercial right off the top.
New video tonight of a man as he breaks into someone's home in Escambia County. This was just minutes before a woman inside shot and killed him. Cody Long tells us why the woman who pulled the trigger is not being charged.
The Escambia County Sheriff's Office is investigating this as a stand your ground case. The sheriff says the woman was protecting herself and her family. Take a look at this video from the front porch. You can see the man kicking the front door on James Taylor Lane and screaming at those who are inside. You want to play? Let's play. Then the 54-year-old man goes back to kicking in the door. After a few tries, he gets in. The sheriff said once inside, he armed himself with a knife and threatened to harm his children's mother. A woman in a bedroom said she was in fear for her life and shot the man in the head. He died on scene. The man had an active domestic violence injunction filed on him, and the sheriff says when this all happened, the man was on his way to an anger management class. Reporting in Pensacola, Cody Long, WKRG News 5.
Well, he got what he deserved. Well, let's take a look at this. This looks good.
A neighborhood crime alert in Neptune Beach. The tables are turned on 3 armed robbers during a weekend in Neptune Beach. And we want to warn you about the surveillance video. It shows the person inside the home shooting one of the intruders.
I bet you see how fast they run out.
This is video only on News4Jax from a Ring spotlight camera at the Park Place Apartments on 3rd Street next to Jarboe Park. News4Jax reporter Vic Michelucci was there last night and joins us today. And Vic, we know one man showed up at the hospital, but 2 others are still on the run?
Yeah, I just spoke with the police commander in charge of the investigation here in Neptune Beach, Mary, and he is asking for help from the community to find these 2 remaining men. This happened yesterday around this time. As you can see, it was bright outside. A lot of people were around in the neighborhood, but that did not stop these 3 men from barging into that home. But they had a rude awakening in a matter of seconds. Caught on camera, it only takes about 8 seconds from the time these 3 armed robbers kick open the door to the time the person inside this 2nd floor apartment defends himself, firing several shots at the intruders. They quickly retreat, one of them jumping off the balcony. Police released these surveillance images showing the 2 getaway cars. A short time later, one of the men showed up at a beach's emergency room. He was shot in the chest. A helicopter took him to a trauma center where he's stable. The other 2 got away. Detectives posted their pictures asking for tips.
No matter who you are, this is a very scary situation.
We showed the disturbing video to News4Jack's crime and safety analyst, Ken Jefferson, a former Jacksonville detective.
Fortunately, this homeowner realizes that he has the right to protect himself and his property, and he pulls out his weapon and he begins to fire. And he's well within justification in doing that because he has the right to protect himself.
He says officers have a lot on their side that will help them solve the case. Good surveillance video, and the suspect who was shot.
Look how fast they run.
Have incentive to tell the truth and give up his accomplices.
They generally will talk and cooperate with the police to help them find the other two.
Get them off the street.
And an armed robbery and shooting like this is very rare in Neptune Beach, according to police. They do have some information to go on. They're confident that they will solve the case, but they still need your help tonight. If you know anything, call the Neptune Beach Police Department or First Coast Crime Stoppers. You could be eligible for a reward up to $3,000. We're live tonight. I'm Vic Micolucci, Channel 4, the local station.
Sit. Replace your notebooks and printed.
Oh man, I didn't know that was old. I wouldn't have showed it. My bad. Still, it was worth looking at. Either way. This is kind of old.
Now on that 8-year-old girl badly injured after leaping 6 stories out of to escape from a fire.
The fire was at a high-rise apartment building in the Bronx yesterday. CBS News' Dave Carlin has more from the Morrisania section.
This is video taken from the 6th floor hallway looking into apartment 6G, with everything you see charred out to the balcony, which became 8-year-old Mahogany McBride's only escape from flames. Family friends say this fire, with the cause so far unknown, started around 6 Wednesday night in the 17-story Fulton Terrace apartments on East 169th Street in Morrisania. They say the mother is out of town and the girl was being watched by an aunt. Witnesses placed the aunt out in the hall and the girl out on the balcony, fire raging in between. Mahogany jumped, landing some 60 feet below, and survived.
6 stories. How? Thank God that she's alive.
Firefighters say she was forced into this terrible decision because the fire was so close. She was going to jump, but she had one more decision to make.
She landed on the dirt. I think she was aware enough to aim for the dirt and not the pavement.
As you see in this neighbor's cell phone video shooting down from a high floor, a crowd formed around the injured girl. In there was former classmate Darian Alvarez, who lives in the same building, who briefly talked to her friend before paramedics came.
I was like, Mahogany, are you okay? But she was just crying. But was like, no, Mahogany, stay there, honey. Stay there, stay there.
She says she saw the aunt taken away in an ambulance. Mahogany went to Harlem Hospital with both legs crushed, facing what is expected to be a lengthy recovery.
She more baby than me, because I don't think I would have jumped.
Extinguishing the blaze were about 100 firefighters. Smoke and water damage are keeping many residents away as cleanup crews mop and scrub. So there is anguish here, but mostly amazement that a brave girl did what was desperately necessary and recovers, so she one day tells her amazing story. In the Morrisania section of the Bronx, Dave Carlin, CBS 2 News.
Now, 7 firefighters and 1 other building resident suffered minor injuries.
All right. So we got an update from that story. We covered that story early in the week. And now we know they crossed both her legs. Damn. That's rough right there. Ooh. Oh, that's 5 years ago. Damn. That'd have been good. We saw that yesterday. That's 2 weeks ago. That's too old. We covered that. There he is. He did the video on the XP and then tried to make a video for the front shocks that got embarrassed. Sexual assault on the bus. How we missed this?
A city bus driver is being praised by an Oahu father for stepping up and protecting his teenage daughter who was alone and being assaulted on the bus, sexually assaulted. Jen Boniza spoke with the father, who had a big thank you for the driver and a warning for other parents. It's a story you'll see only on KHON2.
It happened on City Bus Route 40 along this stretch of Farrington Highway. After the bus driver witnessed the assault, he kicked the suspect off in this area. The 17-year-old girl was on the bus headed to a friend's house in Waianae around 5:15 p.m. Monday. In her statement, she says she was on her phone when the suspect, 41-year-old Jonalee Popa, assaulted her. The girl's father wanted to speak out to warn other parents. All he asked is that we not use his name to protect his daughter.
A moment before, she said the guy had looked like he was just sleeping in the back of the bus and she paid him no mind. And then all of a sudden he was right there in front of her face and kind of almost on top of her.
According to the teen's statement, Popa was rubbing his groin area against her leg for about 10 seconds. She was in shock, frightened, and didn't know what to do. Then the driver stopped the bus and intervened.
Kudos to the bus driver. I think he did see it and stopped it right there so it didn't go any further.
The teen took these shots of Popa as the driver was kicking him off the bus. Police arrested him an hour later about 2 miles up the road. He was charged with sexual assault. In a statement, Oahu Transit Services says the safety and security of passengers is always their first concern. The bus operator acted swiftly to ensure the safety of the female passenger as well as the rest of the passengers on the bus. They are fully cooperating with HPD. The girl's father says what happened is disturbing.
I'm definitely angry, I kind of wish that I'd found him before the police did, but things did work out and he got arrested, so he's taken care of. I'm just glad to see that he's off the streets for the time being.
He says his daughter is relieved Popa's in custody, but she's still shaken and hesitant to ride the bus. Her father wants to share this message.
Be aware of your surroundings at all times, and if something is happening to you like that, get noticed and get help.
Jonalee Popa's bail is set for $500. He has a status hearing scheduled Thursday.
$500.
We'll update you on what happens. From Maili, Jen Boniza, KHON2 News, working for Hawaii.
So what does he need? $50 to get out?
Wondered.
Is it $50 to get out, or is it $20? Hold on, 12 hours ago, breaking news. Dude takes off in battalion truck and gets spiked. Yep, ran right over him. You idiot. Look at him. Look at the idiot. Look at him. Look at his shame. Look at the shame. Look at him. I just don't understand. He stole a car. What was he going to do with it? What was he going to do with it? I'm just asking y'all. What was he going to do with it? He took that police car, that big battalion police car. What was he going to do with it? Who was he going to sell it to? Where was he going to drive it? How is it not going to be spotted? Why do people steal stuff that they can't do nothing with? Flower vendor robbed. Okay.
Hi.
Commercial. Skip ad.
For one flower vendor on this Mother's Day. Dashcam video moment that he was robbed. So he was selling flowers on the corner of PCH and Vermont in Harbor City. The vendor says a woman pulled up, asked for 4 bundles of flowers, and when he brought them to her, she sped off without paying.
Working for living, and after that, what I can do, I cannot do nothing. Somebody stolen my flower. I work for somebody, now I must pay for that. I don't know what to do now. I lost my day.
Oh, that poor guy. Yeah. So the vendor said the crime has not been reported to police yet, but they were able to get a picture of the car that stole the flowers. So hopefully that'll help them out. There's a closer look at that right there.
Wishing him the best, certainly.
Why they hiding the license plate? Everybody should be able to know who that is and should be able to get on them. That was stupid. I mean, that was just low. I hope the other video is still here. I hope it's not old. Don't be old. Come on, don't be old. Ah, it's old. I don't care. I would have said.
The man behind this now viral video talks about the moment through lighted.
Oh, we saw this. It's old.
Station on 7th
I think I looked up.
Bell Road in Phoenix.
5 seconds after I was checking out, this lady walks in and was all upset that her pump wasn't working and there was a line in the gas station. So she started yelling at the clerk to go get another clerk to come out.
He says he starts recording as this woman starts arguing with another customer and out of nowhere making it about race.
And the lady just went off on her, told her that she worked there, that told the cashier not to serve her and that she could go back to her country.
You did say that she needs to go back to her country. What is that? Excuse me, this is what this whole world.
White people are not from this country. She then directs her anger towards Greg and his camera. You need to leave. You're not a part of this. Surveillance video given to us by Super Pumper shows as the woman continues to walk toward the couple, pointing her finger, even pushing the man in his shoulder, while his hands are in his pockets. That's assault.
Yeah.
You guys know that, right?
Yeah.
3 more. After that, the argument escalates.
And then that's when the lady pushes Karina and the lady actually hits her right there.
Yeah, you deserved it.
The video
Oh,
has
you
been
slapped
shared
me.
thousands of times, and the woman's husband says his law firm is now the target of harassment.
All I can tell you is my wife is gone and has been going through a mental crisis.
Whatever.
Following this incident, his wife is undergoing an intervention.
And I love her dearly.
Your wife, for her age, has a nice body. That's why you put up with her. You know that woman crazy. She got a nice body for her age, and that's what you like. It just, it comes with a problem. It comes with a problem. Uh-oh. No, that's 2 weeks ago. Can't show that. Too old. That's 2 weeks ago. Ooh, this is not good, y'all. 6 hours ago. Breaking news. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Y'all don't realize how much your life is in danger. Look at that. Look at that. Mm. 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 Let's speed up some. It's blocking the screen. Were they able to get the body out? I'm trying to see if they ever got if they got the body out. Yes. That car drove head first into that guardrail. The person inside was crushed to death. And I was trying to see were they going to try and get the body out. Were they going to try and get the body out the car? That guardrail ripped right through. It ripped right through the guardrail. Man, I don't feel sorry for these people anymore. Instead of getting themselves together, they trying to turn living on a sidewalk into a house instead of hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? I didn't actually play that. What are you doing?
Well, now at 6. Look at
that.
A fire and explosion highlight the homeless crisis in Venice. It is a problem that's only getting worse along the boardwalk. Good evening, everyone. I'm Pat Harvey. Residents say they are fed up with how bad things have gotten. Everything from fires to violent attacks. The city says it's trying to fix the problem. And CBS 2's Lori Paris is there live with more. Lori?
Pat, this situation is so heated. It is getting so distressing. The locals we spoke with insisted on remaining anonymous out of fear of retaliation. A frightening fire and explosion at the encampment on the Venice boardwalk. Not the first time, and this time witnesses say they saw a man throw something into the tent before it erupted twice, nearly injuring 3 people standing nearby.
So we have complete lawlessness here in Venice.
This man's home security camera has captured a year, he says, of mayhem. A building fire a block away and tent fire after tent fire.
And we've also had armed robbery right outside of our window of a parking lot attendant. I've seen young girls go and trade their shoes for God knows what at tents.
It's an understatement to say locals are fed up. Brian Averill is on the Venice Neighborhood Council.
I mean, I don't know if you've walked the boardwalk recently, but it's like a third world country at this point.
He says he's encouraged by recent cooperation between the county and city to prioritize getting the people on the boardwalk into housing. But he says it needs to happen quickly as the economy opens up and crowds return to an oceanfront now occupied by the unhoused.
Horrible things are going to happen. And I don't mean to fearmonger. That's just from being out there all the time and not wanting to see this happen.
Councilman Mike Bonnet points to a new LAFD fast response unit, a new LAPD car dedicated to the oceanfront walk, and several housing projects opening up and in the works. People just don't buy it anymore, frankly.
Well, I mean, if you're dealing with the negative consequences of encampments, there's 2 ways to deal with it, right? Arrest those who are committing crimes, whether it's robbery or arson or anything else, arrest them. But the core issue, the one that I have the power to do something, is try to bring resources to get people off the street.
Look at that.
And we have been getting lots of people off the street, but people are becoming homeless even faster than we're housing them.
And he says he knows they are not doing nearly enough. He insists more help is on the way soon. We are live in Venice. I'm Lori Paris. Pat, back to you.
All right, thanks so much.
That's just crazy. You spend your money to go and live someplace nice, and people just come and just throw up a tent. You just throw up a tent. And you're in the same area. You right there on the beach. You right there on the beach. Five years ago. All right, y'all. We only seeing old news. This is supposed to be an e-bike channel. It's called e-bike life. And when I'm not riding the e-bike, this is what we do. But this is, the last day. Let's see if we can find one more news story. I think we showed that already. Let me do a refresh. Balcony collapse. That's 10 months ago. Oh, inside edition, they're going to flag. We already saw that. What? I don't know who Larry Middleton is. That's old. Two weeks ago, 6 months ago. That's a year ago. Who? We'll check this out.
If you only list your vacation home on Airbnb,
You snuck me.
Breaking news right now when it comes to you and your guns.
Lawmakers in tonight now bringing Texas one step closer in allowing you to carry a handgun without a license.
Our Roseanne Aragon is live in our newsroom tonight with new developments when it comes to constitutional carry. Roseanne?
Yes, the Texas Senate approved the bill in an 18-13 vote, clearing what was one of the bill's biggest remaining hurdles in the Capitol today. The Republican-led constitutional carry bill would nix the requirement for Texas residents to get a license to carry handguns as long as they're not prohibited by state or federal law from possessing a gun. Essentially, it would allow Texans to carry handguns without any kind of license. House Bill 1927 was already passed by the Texas House. Now the Senate's move got support from local leaders like Fort Bend County Precinct 3 Constable Chad Norvell, who says the law would allow the good guys to be armed.
I've openly, publicly supported constitutional carry since the discussion came about this year. I don't think it's a bad thing for Texans. Laws like that only affect law-abiding Texans, as criminals are going to carry guns if they want to anyway. So the license to carry requirement was only something a law-abiding citizen would do.
But not everyone agrees. District 6 Texas Senator Carol Alvarado says if passed, the law would make for more gun violence, tweeting, "Allowing lawless carry in Texas will endanger lives of domestic violence victims, place the burden of enforcement on small businesses as they recover from the pandemic, and undermine private property rights." The Senate passed the bill, but with amendments, now the bill heads to a conference committee where the two chambers will hash out their differences. If they can come to an agreement on a final bill, it would be sent to Governor Greg Abbott's desk. He's already indicated he would sign it into law. Reporting live from the news.
Anybody have any opinions on that? How would it help domestic violence? You're allowed to have a gun in your home. So how would that hurt domestic violence? If the woman can carry the gun and the man can carry a gun outside, how would that increase domestic violence? I think it would decrease it, because the man knows that he have a problem with his wife or girlfriend and get put out. He can grab a gun and go back to the house. But if the woman has a gun, what makes his gun so much more important? It doesn't. I got a gun, you got a gun. Now what? We gonna shoot each other? So who's the victim when they both armed? The criminal don't care if he go to jail. You care if you go to jail. That's why the criminals have the advantages, because they don't have nothing to lose. The same way a YouTuber that wants to roast, if he has nothing to lose, he can go farther, do more things than somebody who has something to lose. They have to keep hiding themselves, keep everything private. But if they both aren't afraid, they're going to have a good debate. If one's afraid, they're never going to be able to do what they could do, because they're afraid they're going to say something that's going to let you find out something about them. They always going to have something hidden. If the criminal don't know if you armed or know you armed, he most likely will not pick on you. So if you can open carry your gun and you got it out, most criminals will see that and they will find somebody who don't have a gun. And that makes sense. Now, you're always going to have that 1% that's just stupid and say, I don't care if they got a gun or not, they won't use it. And then you take your chances. But it's better to have a gun and be able to defend yourself than not have nothing. Nothing plus nothing is nothing. Nothing you can do. I'd rather you be able to defend yourself if need be. If you're a good law-abiding citizen, you're not going to go out there and be robbing stuff. You'll have it and you'll only need it when you use it. You only use it when you need it. But criminals walk around with guns all the time. Sometimes they get caught, sometimes they don't. They get caught, they do their time and come back out and find another gun. Why should they have the advantage? All right, y'all, this is the EBIKE channel. We've been covering the news because our video vanished somehow. We're supposed to be showing the last video, our last ride with our camera. Anyway, like I said, we have a new opportunity to get a new camera. If somebody's interested and want to help out, if somebody would like to buy a bike, that's fine. If somebody would like to donate $15.40, the Cash App and PayPal is in the thing. And if not, we'll just keep using the old one. But I did what I could. So y'all have a great night. Thanks for watching, everybody. As Nia would say, see you soon. As I say, I'll see y'all later on today. We should be, what time is that? Is that the 1 o'clock yet? Oh my God, it's 2 in the morning. Oops. Let me see something real quick. We might be going to the store today. Go to contacts.
You've reached the customer service call center. Enter the last 4 digits of your account. Enter your PIN. Your food supplement program balance is $234.
Yes.
To hear your account balance, press
All right. Yep. We're going to the store today. Yay. All right. So, yeah, we're going to the store today. In fact, I haven't even ate yet. So let me go in and cook. I'll see y'all later on today. We'll be at the store. So we're going to ride out to the store. I haven't decided if I'm going to the 24-hour market or if I'm going to the one right here in the neighborhood. Depends on whether or not it rains tomorrow. But we're going to have our old camera, and hopefully it'll perform. That's what I'm hoping anyway. Hopefully the old camera will perform. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on charge while I'm inside the store. And I'll have the phone and be live on that. And then when I come back out, I'll unplug the camera and turn it back on so I'll be able to record our actual riding. And so we're not going to be able to record to see if anybody bothered with the bike or not. We're just going to leave that in God's hands. So, all right, y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a great night. Peace, everybody. We out. Have a great night.